probably recording this on my computer anyway. All right, I'm gonna have to clean off my hard drive though. All right, so here we go. Here's what I want to do. I want to start sharing this screen here. Okay, in the back of your book. That's okay. In the back of your book, you've got this fold-out thing. Okay, I showed it to you, gave it to you for the test here. This thing here. Okay. If you don't have one of those, I've posted it as an announcement, I think on the first day of class, so just look there. But here are a list of all the formulas that we have. Okay, so now, I can make this a little bit bigger. So here's how this works, okay? You can see here your z-score. You've got the, I wish I could touch, I can't touch screen. But you've got your z-score. So this is the number plus 1 decimal, and then these are your second decimal across the top, okay? So the way this works is Marin scored 1.0, okay? 1.0 is this number right here. Now, I like to leave that as a decimal. So you can see here, Marin scored in the 84th percentile. Basically, that means that 0.8413, she did better than 84% of the students, okay? As we look here for Ethan, Ethan scored at 0.6. That's 0.7257. So Ethan did better than 72, almost 3/4 of the students, 0.7257. Does that make sense? Now, here's the tricky thing, okay? Let's pretend, I'll try to, I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, I'm blocking it now. Let's pretend that instead of 1.0, Marin scored 1.23. Okay, here's how you're going to use this chart. So if I'm going down here, 1.2, and you can't see because it's to the top here, but so we've got 1.2 right here, okay? And then this is the 0 column, 0, 1, 2, 3. So if I have a z-score of 1.23, that means that Marin would have scored better than 89% or 0.8907% of students. Okay? Now, the one thing that I do want to point out to you, should have pointed this out already, you do want to pay attention to this picture here, okay? Notice that this picture is shaded blue to the left. Now, depending on the chart that you use, okay, if we're using this other chart here, this is a t-score. We don't need this one today. We're going to learn this one later, though. Notice this one is shaded to the right, okay? Now, if I had gone back to this one here, okay, what if I wanted to know what percent, in fact, let's do this. Let's come up with a new problem for you. Where's my eraser? What percent of students scored better than 550 on the SAT exam? 553. Let's make it a nice number like that. Okay? How would you figure that out? Is your name Spencer? Oh, coming on. Okay, how would you figure that out? Oh, yeah, I already erased your equation, so you got to remember it. So Z equals 553 minus 500 divided by 100 over the square root of, is there an n? No, so we assume it's 1, right? Okay, so this becomes 53 divided by 100, which is 0.53. Okay, does that mean that 53% of the students scored better than? No, that's your z-score. Okay, now as we look at this, this is where I would say WWRD, which means, Shay, draw a picture. Okay, all right, so we're drawing a picture here. What's the mean? 0. What number did I get for my z-score? 0.53, which is to the right. I want to know who scored better, which is this area here, right? Can you see that on my picture? Oh, I think you can. Slide it over a little bit. Okay, so what's my chart telling me? The area to the left, so it's the opposite of what I want. So I'm going to look at 0.53 down here. Oh. Okay, so if I go to 0.53, 0.50123, okay, 0.7019. Is that the white area or the purple area? This is the white area, 0.7019. So who scored in the purple, or what percent scored in the purple area? 1 minus 0.7019, which equals 0.2981. Okay? So this is why drawing a picture is so helpful, so you don't get mixed up. Okay? All right, you ready to do another one? All right, let's do another one here. Okay, so let's say that the Red Sox scored 968 runs in the American League that has a mean of 793.9 and standard deviation of 73.5. Let's say that the Dodgers scored 892 runs in the National League with a mean of 763 runs and standard deviation of 58.9. Okay, who did better in their respective league? Okay, I can't see. Okay, now I'm putting it on there. So we're trying to get in video. This is kind of cool. Okay, all right. Now the question is, or just for those of you who are not baseball fans, okay, in the American League, they have what's called a designated hitter. The pitchers pitch, they suck as hitters. In the National League, they have to hit. So the National League is always going to have fewer runs than the American League, okay? So that's why the numbers are smaller. So we want to know who did better in their respective league. We can convert that to a standard normal distribution and answer that question. So I'm going to pick on, tell me your name, Mitch. Okay, I'm going to try to remember that. Mitch, are you a Red Sox fan? No, you're not a Yankee fan, are you? Good, I'm glad to hear that. I hate the Yankees, okay? Big Red Sox fan. So can you help me find the Z-score for the Red Sox?
So 968 minus 793.9 over 73.5
because there's only one Red Sox team, okay? All right, now that gives us a value of 2.37. Is it Kyle?
Yeah.
Kyle, can you help me do it for the Dodgers?
So you're going to have 763. Wait, you're going to have 892.
Okay. 892, hopefully we're recording it. 892 minus 763, 58.9, square root of 1. There's only one Dodger team, and that answer is 2.19. Now I'm going to ask Kaylin, what would Rick do? Rick would draw a picture. What am I drawing a picture of?
The standard curve.
Standard normal curve, which has a mean of 0. You can ask TJ that because he'll remember that, right? Okay, so who did better? Can you tell just by looking at the z-scores?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
because bigger numbers are better. Now, by the way, sometimes lower numbers are better. There might be one on pitching where lower numbers are better, so you want the smaller number in that case. But anyway, so you got to understand your data a little bit. So yes, 2.37, that's the Red Sox. 2.19 is the Dodgers. Who did better? The Red Sox did better because they're the better team. Okay, so the Red Sox. Now, let me ask you this question. What percent of teams did better than the Dodgers? And I'm going to pick on Adam. I think it's your turn. I should pick on, actually, you know what? I'm going to pick on you because I don't know your name. Merrill. Merrill. What percent of teams did better for the Dodgers? How do you figure that out? With the Z chart, right? So the Dodgers, so here's what I would do if I were you. I'd go back to my picture and I want this area to the right. What's my chart telling me? Oh, I can't do that. Does my chart tell me the purple area or the white area? It tells you the white area, which is not what I want here. But the Dodgers scored 2.19, right? Okay, so I'm going to look up 2.19. No, we're going to do this right here. I'm going to show you how. 2.1 is this row right here, right? 2.1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the last column here. Okay, so 0.9857, is that the correct answer? No, that's the correct answer for the white side. So what's the purple side? 1 minus that. So that would be, let's see, 0.0143. So 1.43% of teams did better than the Dodgers. Okay? All right. Oh, let me do one more question. I already erased that other thing. Here, oh, let's do this. How many runs in the American League to score in the 45th percentile? Okay. Now we're going to use our chart, but we're going to use our chart backwards from the way that we've been doing this. Yes.
So, I don't know, but I would assume there's not like 100 teams in a league.
Yeah.
And so, couldn't you like then take that number and be like, okay, well they obviously did the best, or like you could like compare them.
Yeah, I should have done this with the SAT score because there's a lot more. But yes, I mean, your point is valid in that there's not 100 teams. Just go with it. Okay, it's just an example. Okay, all right. So how many runs in the AL to score in the 45th percentile? So what we're going to do is we're going to use this chart backwards from how we've been using it. So what I want to do is I want to find the number 45 in here. So this is 42, 45. Oh, so it's about smack dab in between these two numbers. Do you see how it's smack dab in the middle? If it was closer to one or the other, I would probably go with that. But since this is right smack dab in the middle, I'll split the difference. So I'm at the negative 0.1, and then this is 0, 1, 2, yeah, so I'd say 0.125. Okay, so we're going to do that. Equals, what's my x? Don't know that's what I'm looking for, right? Minus, what's my mean in the American League? 793.9. 93.9 divided by 73.5 divided by square root of 1. I don't need to worry about that, okay? So I'm going to multiply both sides by 73.5, so that goes away, right? 73.5, and I'm going to add 793.9 plus 793.9, which means that x would be here equals, sorry, I'm on the wrong computer. We should have left that open. Equals 793.9 plus 73.5 times negative 0.125. So 784.7 runs. Okay, does that make sense? Hopefully I recorded that. Okay. All right, I'm going to see if I can get the help desk to actually use these, but I will post this video later today. Oh, so let me just finish really quickly. I did not cover the 5-number summary or the box and whisker. I'm going to save that for Monday, okay? So as far as the homework goes, only do anything that's related to a z-score. That's what the quiz is going to be on. We'll cover the rest of 3.4 on Monday, as well as 3.5. They really go together better anyway, okay? So see you all on Monday.